As she admired herself, something from the darkness itself took the unicorn horn from the shelf. She turned around to see the shadow from under her bed. Mirabelle was filled with dread. She grabbed a dagger. The shadow said, "Your weapon is meaningless to me. You cannot kill that which is dead. Princess, do you not agree? If you are frightened, then flee." She said,
"You must leave my tower. I dare to challenge your power. You must leave this very hour, or I will somehow destroy you. I will destroy you with glee, and no one will know it was me. Spirit of darkness, won't you flee? Do not stick to me like glue. Go away while you are still free. There is no telling what I will do. Deep inside, you know it is true."
The shadow said, "I will not depart. Why tear relationships apart? Soon the hatred in your heart, your cold heart without a care, finds its way into the land. Whatever you do not understand, you destroy throughout the land. In half the island you do tear. You destroyed a castle so rare. With your beauty beyond compare, you do destroy peace so rare." The shadow had worn her scorn, so it waved the magical horn of the deceased unicorn. Listen to me now, and listen well. Since you refuse to be a bride, be just as cold on the outside as you are on the inside, colder than words can ever tell. You who are so full of pride, into your displeasure Dax fell, turn into ice by this spell. Dax entered into her bedroom, now filled with a shadowy gloom, as one about to meet his doom. To leave was more than he could bear. "I lament my failed romance. Risking death, I do take a chance. I leave you one last loving glance, overflowing with loving care." She remained in her rigid stance, chilling even the evening air. At Dax, the Ice Princess did stare. He beheld a wondrous sight. She stood still frozen, as with fright, all aglow in the pale moonlight. To speak with her would seem insane. Being frozen, she would stutter. Surely no word she would utter. But if only she would mutter, if she could stand the strain, her cold and hard heart would flutter, pumping ice water through each vein, like snow melting into rain. "Oh, my love, why are you so cold? Why are you so very hard to hold? You are still beautiful and bold. You are as silent as the grave. Words of love you are not speaking. Your clear icy eyes are leaking. Down your face tears are streaking. The kiss you gave to me, I still have. My true love I have been seeking. To me the kiss of life you gave, your kind kiss of life does save. The shadow spoke to Dax. Behold a chilling vision, cruel and cold. She is both beautiful and bold. She is in a deep, dreamless sleep. Leave Mirabelle to melt away like snow on the hottest day, melted by a bright sun ray. For your lost love, now do not weep. Death is here. We must not stay. Out of the window don't leap. Our lives we surely should keep. Thoughtful Dax then did realize the cause of his strange surprise, his lively shadow before his eyes. Shadow, why do you not flee? With what restraints do I thee bind? Shadow, would you really mind if I turned and left you behind? Shadow, it always seems to be that I turn around and find the only one that I do see who never abandons me. Certainly, somehow, you meant well, but I love Princess Mirabelle. So release her now from this spell. Shadow, please do as I say. You know precisely how I feel. What casts the shadow is what's real, and I am real from head to heel. Now for certain we cannot stay. Into the night we now must steal. My command you must obey. Return her to flesh, then come away. His shadow was blacker than black. It moved in closer to attack. Dax, now there is no turning back. It is pointless to ask why. Dax and his shadow then did fight. Dax was in a most dreadful plight. It was an unusual sight. To save the princess Dax did try. Dax fought with all of his might. His shadow asked him with a sigh, "What happens to me if you do die?" Dax looked sad and forlorn as his shadow waved the horn of the very last unicorn, bringing a suit of armor to life. The empty armor Dax did fight. The suit of armor did shine bright by the golden glow of candlelight. The princess, who would not be his wife, saw with icy eyes the strange sight. Her eyesight sharper than a knife. Would Dax win or lose his life? Would she melt away, leaving no trace, melted by his warm embrace? Tears trickled down her frozen face. She was frozen stiff with fear. Dax did grab the magical horn, the unique horn that had been torn off of the head of the unicorn. From his shadow, who was standing near, Dax waved the unicorn horn and then did disappear. In the armor he did reappear. The fierce fight was at an end. The shadow would be Dax's friend until his life was at an end. Dax had won. This the shadow knew. Dax fought the darkness within. He fought the shadow and did win. To you I will stick like a pin. Dax, I will stick to you like glue. A life of wholeness now begin. Engaging me, you found the whole you. To yourself, be always true. Dax approached his princess so dear, the Ice Princess, frozen with fear. From eyes of ice trickled a tear. Was she melting or crying? Dax did kiss Princess Mirabelle, releasing her from the spell. Was Dax the type to kiss and tell, after all her father's lying? Would she catch cold or remain well? With frosty breath she was sighing, relieved that she was not dying. Warmed by his kiss and his embrace, the princess of charm and of grace then sharply slapped Dax in the face.
Your dark shadow froze me with fear. I was frozen solid with fright, colder than crisp snow, oh, so white and colder than a winter's night. I was made of ice, cold and clear. Seeing me must have been a strange sight. In your heart you held me dear. I banished you, yet you are here.
Dax looked at her and then did say, Fear inclined me to run away, to live to see another day. But love brought me back to you. On a long journey I did start, but you still have my heart. So from you I must never part. This crucial fact my shadow knew. Princess, please give me back my heart, my poor broken heart so true, if I mean nothing to you.
You think that you know me? My outer beauty is all you see. You do not know the real me. You do not know me at all. My absence is all you do know. I have been and am your foe, filling your lonely life with woe, and that is why you now do fall. While you must lay down so low, appearing not great, but so small, I proudly stand grand and tall.
Weighted down by my lost years, I will cry and die full of fears. I will drown in my own tears that fall down like drops of rain. Dax sadly sighed, full of sorrow. Your pardon I do beg to borrow, until there is no tomorrow. If somehow I have brought you pain, I am more sorry than sorrow. I am lost. My loss is your gain, lost like memories in my brain. Her emotional reaction?
I am a lady of action, and I demand satisfaction. You face a dire fate indeed, locked away in a sunless room filled with dust, decay, and gloom, like an undiscovered tomb. You will soon be buried like seed. Dax, listen to the voice of doom. You will lack everything that you need. My torturers will make you bleed. You have lost all that you hold dear, Dax. Now your end is very near. You have everything to fear. You will die in my disgrace. Where the law stops is where I start. I still have your love-starved heart, badly bruised and broken apart. You are banished from my face. Soon we will certainly part. You will leave without a trace into a miserable place.
Despite his desire to stay, guards arrived and took him away. As he left, Dax did sadly say, "It is our love that you dismiss. The weak are preyed upon by the strong. Punishing has always been wrong. In prison, no one does belong. You throw away our chance for bliss. It is the end of our love song. I take with me your treasured kiss. Your company I will miss."